All right, welcome to Prairie Lakes. Well, we're back after a little technical difficulties, and the Aberdeen lineup has just been lined up. We have a huge matchup between your Watertown Girls Varsity Lakers and the Aberdeen Cougars. The Watertown Lakers are right now sitting at 6-12 in fourth place. Aberdeen is sitting at 5-13 right now, and they play, so this is a really big game. And then your Watertown Lakers also have two big games up against the Rushmore Thunder coming up, and they're sitting at 5-13. So this is overall a big weekend here for your Lakers. All right, so as we get started at Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, should have the national anthem coming up here. Never mind, it's been played. Let's play some hockey. Yeah, for leading scorers for your Watertown Lakers, we got Emma Schleisner. She's coming in with 10 goals, 7 assists, 17 points on the season. For the Aberdeen Cougars, Rachel Siefkin has 19 games, got 11 goals, 9 assists, and 20 points. Those are two to watch out here as we get started today and get going with the Lakers at your Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. So the Aberdeen Cougars are starting them with number 7, Sandvig, 23, Siefkin, and 77, Gage. Coming out as their first line with 12, Herman, and 1, Keller. Against the Murray line. Schleusner picks up the puck. Doesn't make it. Siefkin comes down. A nice check by Hendricks. Hendricks stops the play. Back to Siefkin. Siefkin picks it up. Dumps it soft in the corner. Sandvig's after it. Battling in there with Vanelli. Vanelli shovels it up to the boards. Shot by the Cougars. Hendricks scoops it up in the corner. Tries to put it up to Velli. That goes to number 53. Swisher. Vanelli moves it up to Schleusner. Schleusner's coming in middle ice. Looking for some options, kind of weaving her way in. Shot down low. Vikander with the save. It was 1-on-5. Not a lot of room there for Schleusner to work with, but I got a nice shot in. Her line was mostly changing there. We now have Kruger, Allard, and the Schmeling coming out. And looks like they're going to come against the Dixon line. Stolp puts it in deep to Kruger. Kruger dumps it around. Schmeling goes after it. Knopf scoops it up on the wraparound. Okay, Dixon comes up with it in the slot. Kruger's applying pressure. A dump by the Cougars. Knopf plays it off the boards to Allard. Allard scoops it up, puts it in deep, and goes after it. Schmeling's coming far side and puts some pressure on number 1, Keller. Stolp keeps it in, dumps it in deep. Schmeling's back after that puck. Gets scooped up. Schleusner scoops it up. Gets picked off by Keller. Big scrum in the boards. Allard's looking, finds Schmeling. Schmeling plays it up to Schleusner. Picked up at Kranzler and dumped in by the Cougars. Cougars go off for a change. Knopf makes a nice little stop and go. Try to throw Dixon off. Dixon still on the puck. Murray scoops it up, plays it off the boards for Vanelli. Vanelli makes the play on the point. Here comes Knopf coming in wide. She's got Schleissner on the right-hand side. Good angle taken by number 2, Fischbach. To kind of hold her up at that blue line and get an offside. Aberdeen Cougars are coming back in with the Siefkin line against the Murray line here. Hendricks and Matthews on D. Good stick lift by Vanelli. Makes that puck go down. That's going to go down for an icing. Called off. Hendricks plays that puck up to Schleissner. Missed that puck. Gets played back in by Siefkin. Scooped up by Hendricks. Off to Vanelli. Tries to shovel it to Schleissner. Gets broken up by Gage. Make that Sandvig, excuse me. Here comes Schleissner coming in. Murray gets back on side. Schleister's coming. She's got a net driving. Ideally, you'd like to see Murray finish that net drive on the net. Didn't get enough traffic through. Had a good chance for a two-on-one there. 2-on-1, 2-on-2, but we got to get some little net drive and get some traffic in front of Vikander. Allard line is coming out against the Dixon line. Looks like Aberdeen is mostly rotating, playing 2 lines to start this game. Okay, scooped up by Hendricks. Plays it off to Matthews. Got pressure. Going deep. Hendricks is after it. Good playing, good pressure. Scoops up the puck. Beats her to the puck. She's got people out front. Tries to go back to Matthews. Fanned on the shot. Scooped back up by Hendricks. And Allard scoops it up. Tries to play it to Kruger. Gets missed. Looks like number 3, Keller on the Cougars tried to make a play on the puck, missed it, went all the way down. It's going to come back for an icing onto the left-hand side of Kira Reppy. Reppy hasn't seen much action so far in this game. Shots 2-1. I guess neither goalie have seen much action. We've got the Murray line. They're going to play against the Tipton line. So that has to be Aberdeen's 3rd line here. Hopefully we can take advantage. Murray puts it up to Schleissner. Schleissner puts it ahead to Vanelli. Vanelli's got some room to work with. But Schuster comes and makes a little 2-on-1. Tries to drive the net. Murray scoops it up. Puts it in deep. Soft roll into Vikander. And that's face-off's going to come out to the blocker side of Vikander. Looks like the Allard line is going to come in, and Aberdeen is going to change off into the Siefkin line. Allard puts the draw to the boards. Schmelling's battling for it with number 1, Keller. Just battling on the boards. Looks like Allard comes up with it. Tries to go across to Matthews. Broken up by Sandvik. Matthews retreats. Puts it off the boards. Tries to put it to herself. Gets picked up by Siefkin. That's a dangerous player to leave all alone. Sandvik shovels it down low. Siefkin shovels it up to Keller on the point. Back to Siefkin. Hendricks applies pressure. Takes a pretty good. Allard gets in there. Tries to play it to Sandvik. Sandvik didn't get much of a shot off. Hendricks breaks in and scoops that up. Tries to put it out to Schmeling. Off her stick and down the ice. That'll be icing. Come back down to the right-hand side of Kira Reppy. The Lakers are going to come back with the Murray line. With Knopf and looks like a modified line with Murray, Eide, and Vanelli with Knopf and Stolp. And the Dixon line is going to play. Dixon, Keller, and Kranzler are going to go on for Aberdeen, the Cougars. Vanelli shovels it back to Stolp. Stolp tries to shovel it away from Keller. Dixon is digging in the corner. We got Dixon and Keller. We got the Lakers on good D side. Played out by Vanelli. She's got Murray and Eide with her. Tries to play it over to Murray. Gets broken up by number 10, Kranzler. Kranzler coming down. Got pressure from Vanelli. Tries to scoop it in. Dixon is now going to just try to muscle it down the boards. Picked off by Murray. Back to Stolp. Stolp is going to look to go around the net. ID is not ready for that pass. And so it gets shoveled up the boards and out of the zone. And Keller's coming in, breaking in. She's got 9 with her. Over to 9. Stolp gets a stick on her. Couldn't get much on it. Stolp picks it up. Where's it? Number 12, Herman, puts it back in. Kranzler over. Shot by number 9, Dixon. Good save, better save by Reppy, who read that one all the way. Puck's going to come out to left-hand side of Reppy here. And we have the, looks like the Allard line with Gracelyn Webb here. Coming against number 23, the Siefkin line. Okay, it's shoveled back. All right, and Harper scoops that out of the puck. Tries to get up to Kruger, tips it. Get it. Tries to chip it out. Webb scoops it up. Tries to dump it down. Picked up by the Aberdeen D. Picked off by Kruger. Kruger gets a nice shot of Mike Kander. Blocker save. Goes back out the other way. Broken up by Hendricks. Hendricks coming out. She's got room. Tries to take it to her backhand. Backhand right into the breadbasket of Ikander. Easy save on there. Dilly, you want to try to get that low back door as you get him crossing or get it upstairs onto that blocker side. I think that's what you was trying to do, but it just didn't get enough wood on it. So Murray line back with Schleisner is coming out against, looks like the Siefkin line. Draw one by Siefkin around the net. Picked up by Keller. Keller tries to play it to Gage. Gage wasn't on the board or ready for that pass. Shoveled over to Vanelli, who tries to shovel it in. Angle taken by Schleisner, dumped back out. Picked up by Matthews. Picked up by by Gage. That'd be Addison Gage. Schleisner and Stephen Dowler back to Hendricks. Over to Matthews. Up to Vanelli, tries to put it in deep. Gage is picking up. She's got pressure from Murray. Tries to reverse. Hendricks is coming in on a nice pinch. She didn't have a lot of help third guy high, but they were coming back on that back check. Schleisner kind of moves it around. She's running right into the pressure with Dixon, and Kranzler dumps it in deep. Hendricks picks up the puck. Looks to go far side to Schmeling. Schmeling's on her horse. She's driving wide. She needs a little help driving that net. Schleisner's looking to come in high. Schleisner picks it up. Applying pressure to the Aberdeen D there. Keller picks it up. Schmeling on the puck. Tries to center. Picked off by Allard. Allard's bringing it in. Looking for Schmeling. Attempts a shot, doesn't get quite angle. You'd like to see her adjust her body to catch and release that shot right away. Okay, Kruger is battling for that puck. Knopf breaks it up the D. Knopf's coming up the left-hand side. Knopf looks to go to Kruger with pressure coming off the bench. She had a lot of room to go there, but tried to move it to Kruger. Okay. Looks like Watertown's been holding it down deep. I'm not sure who's down. Looks like Allard. Got pressure. And Allard picks it up, dumps it on deep. Schmeling's playing good pressure to it. Tries to shovel it. Strickerts. Picked up by Knopf. Knopf dumps it back in. Strickerts is coming on from the D, applying a pinch. Got center coverage, so that was good. Job by Murray there, providing center coverage when Strickerts went to keep apply the pressure. Dumped it up to Vanelli from Schleisner. Schleisner looking up. Murray's hovering behind. Picked up by Sandvig. Sandvig comes around the net, got pressured by Murray. Tries to dump it up. Looks like it's kept in. And then Aberdeen clears it out to Sandvig. Sandvig coming in on a 1-on-3. Attempts a long shot on Reppy. Not going to score on Reppy with a long shot if it kept outside. So that's exactly how the Lakers want to play it. Keep them outside and keep down those high percentage scoring chances. Looks like we got Schleisner staying out with Allard and Webb here. Nope, we got an extra guy out there. Schleichner's coming off for a change. Webb's going to slide in at left wing and go from there. Webb takes off, gets picked off by Gage and Siefkin. Try to play across to Sandvig, and a good shot there. Ideally, you'd like to see Lakers pick up sticks when they don't have that puck in the D zone. Allard's got the face-off to the blocker side of Reppy against the Siefkin line. This is the dangerous line for Aberdeen Cougars. Shoveled in by Sandvig. Siefkin to Sandvig, chipped out by Allard. Picked up by Gage. Shot, blocker, or glove side, picked up, scooped up by Reppy. So that face-off's going to go Reppy's glove side. Looks like the Lakers are going to leave on the Allard line against the Siefkin line. So far, the Siefkin line's been playing a lot of pressure to this line. So hopefully the Lakers can break that out. Back to Keller. Keller puts a shot on. Good tie-up by Matthews, so Sandvig couldn't get a tip on it. Siefkin comes in, reverses. Nice stop and go. Plays it down to Sandvig, looking for Gage up high. Harper's picked up sticks, scooped up, and scored. It looks like by number 37, Sandvig picked up that rebound there in front of the net. The Allard line on that shift really struggled against the Siefkin line, and the Siefkin line was able to apply a lot of pressure there, generate a lot of high-scoring opportunities. So hopefully the Lakers can come back quickly, get that puck back. We're going to come back with the Murray line. That's going to come on against the Dixon line, Dixon, Keller, and Kranzler for Aberdeen. Face-off won by Dixon to number 12, Herman. Herman plays it across to Kranzler. Picked off by Schleusner. Needs some people to drive the net. Picked up by number 3, Keller. Keller kind of brings it up. Stolp tries to make that play to Schleusner. Picked off by number 3, Keller. Brought in by number 9, Dixon. Tries a shot blocked by Knopf. Knopf takes a good angle. Stays on that D side up to Schleichner, tries to find Vanelli. Number 3, Keller tries to bring it in, kind of taken down by Murray. 1 Keller is bringing in, this is Riley Keller. Got a lot of sisters on this Cougars team. Played far side to Vanelli by Knopf. Vanelli's got room, she's got Schleichner driving. Tries to play it out, just too high for her, picked up by Siefkin. Siefkin makes a nice move around Knopf. Cuts inside on Stolp. Fans on the shot. Gets it back. Goes top corner on Reppy. That's Siefkin's Aberdeen Cougars top scorer. Really not someone you want to be cutting across the face of the net and going Lauer going far side on Reppy. That's a hard save for any goalie to make. Lakers had 2 or 3 whacks on it, and Keller was able to, Siefkin was able to maintain control and get that shot off. Okay, so that goal was 23 Siefkin from number 1 Riley Keller. Sandvig bringing it into the zone now. Okay. Allard makes a play on it. Harper has a good tie-up on Gage. Chipped out by Allard. Played to get back to Gage, but they did D. Dixon brings it in the corner. Looking for the high guy. Got high guy. No cover. No pickup by the high guys by the wingers of the Lakers. The Lakers got to recognize, have their head on a swivel, pick up that guy coming in that high slot. It's one thing to back check, but you got to get your head on a swivel and pick up those sticks. All right, we got the Murray line against the Dixon line. Good win by Murray. Gets kind of caught in the feet. Gets scooped up by Aberdeen and moved back. Murray picks it up. Goes around the net. She's got looking for Schleichner. She's got Schleichner. Schleichner's going to look first. He's going to take it inside. He's coming on 1-on-5. Driving wide. Aberdeen Cougars do a good job of keeping her outside. And puck gets dumped down and picked up by Matthews. Matthews going to come around the net. Tries to play it to Schleissner. Schleissner gets it. Makes a nice move. Toe drag inside. Puts that pressure on. Continues to go. Gets her own rebound after a block shot. Plays it back to Matthews. Matthews lost it in her feet. She's got to adjust her body for that pass before that pass gets there. Okay, and a play was offside. Looks like on number 17, Tipton. Okay, Aberdeen's coming on with their third line. Tipton looks like Heagley and Lemmer. No, it looks like TB Hadrick and Lemmer. Played up. Good tie-up by Stricker. It's off the face-off, so Hadrick couldn't get that puck. Knopf's trying to make a rush. Tries to play it ahead. Picked up by Strickerts. Played across to Schmeling. Schmeling shovels it into no man's land. Picked up by Tipton. Tipton shoveled back in by Aberdeen, and Kruger picks it up. Kruger's driving wide. Likely you would like to see her keep her feet moving there to keep driving that puck deep. Picked up by Siefkin. Again, a dangerous person to have cut across the face. Better save by Kira Reppy. Really good save. That was dangerous. Real close to the second goal on that in that play where the Lakers allowed Siefkin to cut across the front of the face and made Kira move left to right. Great glove save by Reppy. All right, the Murray line is coming in against that Siefkin line. Lakers have had a lot of trouble with the Siefkin line today. Dumped in. Okay. Schleissner's coming out after it. She finds Murray high. Murray puts it back in. Round to Vanelli. Vanelli dumps it around. Hendricks goes in. Nice pinch. Murray has a good cover. Good third man high, and now Murray's there to make the play. Picked up by Siefkin, dumped in low after Sandvig got dumped by Hendricks. Matthews coming on up down the left-hand side. Driving hard, driving wide. Tries to cut the face. That was makes a play on the puck. Scoops around. Vanelli's after that puck. Got a beat on it. Got there first. Tried to play it back to Murray. Murray fans on the shot. Good back check by Schleissner to make sure that Keller didn't escape there with the puck after that turnover at the blue. Murray's now scoops it up. Plays it back to Knopf. Back to Webb. Webb picks it up. Nice body adjustment to catch that pass. She makes a shot and right into the breadbasket of Vikander. Hitting her on the jersey numbers, but it was a good regroup and go back in the zone there by the Lakers, so we want to keep seeing that. All right, the Allard line is look like they're playing against looks like the Dixon line. Scooped up, dumped deep by Aberdeen, and that's going to be icing and come down the other way. Siefkin line is back out there. Aberdeen seems to roll its first two lines pretty regularly and just sprinkle in that third line. Allard line's coming out, and for the Lakers, for the most part, we're just rolling two. Sandvig plays it across to tried for Gage, scooped off by Hendricks, up to Webb. Webb tries to put that across to Schmeling, and Allard goes across both of them. Riley Keller plays that back, missed on the regroup by number 4, Urlacher. First back to get it is Siefkin, tries to play it up, picked off by Hendricks. Hendricks is coming across, makes a nice move. She's got help, looks across, nobody there. She had, Schmeling was backside and Murray was in the center there. Want to try to hit some of those girls in the high slot and try to get some high-quality chances. Right now, we haven't seen too many high-quality chances for the Lakers as of this point. All right, so we have a nice win by Schleissner. Back to Murray. Good, hard, low shot. Got a rebound there, and Vanelli was there to scoop up that rebound. Schleissner on that puck. Got pressure. Siefkin picks that up. Vanelli's playing good pressure on to Siefkin. and scooped up by number 2 Fishback. Tries to shovel up the board. She has been locked up by Murray on looks like was 1-2-2. All right, played ahead by Matthews to Schleisner. Tries to sauce it over, picked off by Seekin, and that's offside. Sandvig looked like she was offside there. So your Watertown Lakers at the almost to the end of the first period are down 2. Like to get back into this game, hopefully get one before the end, so they're going to need to have a good zone entry here. Put in by Kruger, put in deep. Good hard pressure by Webb. Shoveled back up for Keller. Put back in. Let's put deep here. Scrum for the puck. Lakers got good positioning here, being on D side. But let number 3, Keller, escape and come out with that puck. Knopf tries to break it up. Letting Aberdeen get too many second chances here, getting their own rebounds a couple times off block shots. Got to pick up those sticks. Keller's looking high. Good stop. Picked up by Knopf in the corner. Scooped ahead for Kruger and dumped down. That's going to be the end of your first period. So after one, your Lakers 0 with the Aberdeen Cougars 2. Lakers had 7 shots in that period, and Aberdeen had 9. So the major difference between the shot count in that period is Aberdeen shots were a lot of high quality, high danger area shots, where the Lakers didn't have very many high quality chances in that period, and hopefully they can get back on track for that second period. So your goals for that period were, well, we just pull them up here. Well, see if we can find them here. Well, doesn't seem to be coming up, but we'll try to look that up another way in a little bit here. But we're going to go to break as they go to intermission. Well, welcome back to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena for your second period. Your Watertown Girls Varsity Lakers looking to get back on track in this second period, and hopefully they can get back on the board next in a 2-0 game. They say the 2-0 lead is the worst lead in hockey, so hopefully the Lakers can get back on track and come out with a little fire this period. For Aberdeen, I'm sure they're looking to build on that lead and keep going. The Stiefkin line had a built-up of Sandvig and Gage. Had a really good period that first period, had a lot of pressure on the Lakers, got a lot of shots from high-quality areas. So hopefully the Lakers can keep them out of that zone coming up into this second period. All right, let's see what both teams come back with. Looks like the Lakers can come back with the Murray line with Schleissner and Vanelli on the wings. Looks like with Strickards and Knopf playing D against the Dixon line. Okay, back to Strickards. Strickards puts it across to Knopf. Knopf off to Vanelli, chips it off the ref. I'm sure he enjoyed that. Dug back out by Vanelli, chipped in, plays it hard to the front. Schleissner, good pressure. Oh, good. It goes back to Strickards, and it scores. It's in the net. Scored by Shaylin Strickards. Now, we had a good net drive by the Watertown Lakers there. Schleissner put great pressure, and we had a nice zone entry. We didn't see that all in the first period by the Lakers, but Vanelli drove that deep. Got it across to Schleissner, got a good shot. That rebound kicked out all the way past Murray, was well positioned in the high slot. Back to Strickards, and that shot came back. Vikander wasn't ready and went in that net. So nice play by the Lakers there. All right, Murray, Schleissner moves it back, and that is exactly the kind of start that the Lakers wanted to have in this second period. Strickards plays that up to Murray. Murray's driving wide. Got to get her feet moving there. Plays it over to Schleissner. Schleissner, nice move. Pressure, puts it on, chipped it in. That was not an unassisted goal, but there you go. Put it down deep, chipped by Vanelli. That was off the rebound, so the assist should have gone to Schleissner and Vanelli there, but it's a common thing that assists get missed. Really like it when the refs ask the players who got the assist, because they'll tell you. Vikander not happy about that last goal. Thought that whistle should have been blown, but it was not in the end. We got the Allard line against the Stiefkin line. Again, this is the line that the Lakers got to try to stop here. Sandvig comes out with it. She's got Gage on the right-hand side. Gage stalls up and then tries to drive in deep. Broken up by Hendricks, but Gage beats her to that corner. Tries to play it high. That line triangulates well. We got to have, for the Lakers, picking up that high guy in the high slot. The Aberdeen Wings have really been hurting the Lakers with that high slot trailer. Hendricks picks up that puck. Hendricks moves it across to her backhand side, driving deep. Takes to her, back, drives in, scoops in. Didn't have pressure. Had Webb driving on that side, so good net drive, but couldn't get it across. Schmeling's going to play a pressure to Fischbach. Fischbach's going in. Got to keep the feet moving when you're applying that pressure. Matthews scoops it up on the clear by Aberdeen. Puts it in. Picked off by Stiefkin. Stiefkin's going to come across. Schleissner playing D on her. Makes a shot. That is swallowed up by Reppy. Good glove save there. But a shot from outside. Ideally, that's where you want to keep Stiefkin shooting from, not from the slot like she was able to twice in that first period. Okay, so we finally do have a working game sheets. The first goal looks like we have another Aberdeen goal. Didn't see who got that one, so we'll go to the replay on that, hopefully. Looks like scored by the Dixon line. All right, so we got the Dixon line coming out against the Murray line, against Stope, and looks like Knopf playing D. Not the looks like the response that the Aberdeen Cougars would have wanted, but not the follow-up that the Lakers would have wanted on that play. Murray scoops it up and plays it out of harm's way. picked up by Schleisner. Schleisner coming one-on-one with Riley Keller. Shoots on Vikander. Tried to go to the glove side. Net was driven by Vanelli. Kind of took out Vikander. Vikander is now back up. And looks like we are going to have a penalty for interference on... Looks like they're taking Murray to the box, but it was Vanelli who made... Well, we're waiting to see what the call was. And they're going to get the... Looks like Hendricks is going over and talking to the ref now. Hendricks is motioning that Vanelli got pushed in. Ref's making his case, and they rarely do change their calls, so... Looks like he's coming over to talk with the ref here. Still trying to figure out what the call is here. But yeah, to come back, we'll see that third goal was scored by number 10, Leah Kranzler, from number 9, Kaylee Dixon. That was directly after the Watertown Lakers got one back by Shaylin Strickerts. It looks finally, it is Vanelli who is going to go to the box. Lakers thought she was pushed in, but ref thought otherwise. All right, draw one, and the corner. Aberdeen had pressure, but a good clear but not, but didn't get by Siefkin. Siefkin picked it up. She's got room to walk. She had a lot more room to walk, but didn't take it, luckily for the Lakers. Okay, there's letting them play. And again, the high guy is really hurting there. They got to look to pick up that high trailer. Aberdeen's doing a good job of getting guys coming in from the high, and we are not picking up sticks and don't have our heads on a swivel, and it's really hurting the Lakers right now. Sandvig's looking in to come in back door. Well, looks like Keller tries to play it up, plays it up to Siefkin. Siefkin picks it. Picked off by Knopf, tries to play it out. Picked off back by Siefkin. Siefkin's going to change positions with Sandvig. Tries to play it back to number 10, Kranzler. Shot, good save by Reppy. Faceoff's going to come out to the glove hand side of Reppy there. And Dixon is going to take the Dixon line with Keller and Kranzler is going to... Oh, looks like they have Kensler or tipped in with it. No, it is Kranzler. And that puck is dumped down deep. Schleisner applying pressure to Siefkin. Thrown across the Sandvig. Over to Dixon. Never mind, Aberdeen just stayed with that power play. Pressure applied by Hendricks. Take it 1-2. Do a good job of swallowing up time and scooping up that puck and coming out down 1-on-2. You got Siefkin in, so this is a forward. Oh, good play by Siefkin. Has good getting stick on the puck. Hendricks almost had her turn her feet, and then makes a nice play, gets a good shot. Picked up by looks like 3, Keller. High shot over, picked up by Matthews. Looking deep for Vanelli, who just got out of the box. Vanelli's on the puck. She's got Matthews with her. Got high trailer and Murray. We've got Alyssa. Oh, and Hendricks almost gets in on the play there. Murray goes back to cover. Siefkins brings it out. Looking for 77 Gage. Dumps it on down. Reppy's going to make the play. Plays it back to Murray. Murray brings it out. He's got room to skate. Is taking it. Brought in by Webb. Webb shoots. Glove hand save. All right, so it looks like we're going to have Allard, Webb, and Eide coming out against Dixon, Keller, and Kranzler. Got Herman and Addison Gage on D. Sloan plays it back to Knopf. Knopf puts it back in the quarter. Ides applying pressure. Stays on that puck after it's shoveled in around. Sloan keeps it in. Ides got looking for help. Really nobody in that high slot there. We're all covered. You want to get to that, find those soft zones in between the Aberdeen Cougars. Strickers plays it up the boards. Picked off by Kranzler. Kranzler makes a move. She did not transition there and tried to play her without much of an angle, and made it easy for Kranzler to turn her inside out there and take that inside lane. Good save by Reppy, though. All right, now we got the Murray line versus the Siefkin line. The Lakers getting their lines back together after that penalty kill. Siefkin's going to drive deep. Bumped by Knopf and picked up by Murray. Murray plays that ahead to Schleissner. Bounces off their stick. Kept in by the Cougars. Played deep to Siefkin. Picked off by Schleissner. Schleissner coming down. Oh, lost the puck. Had Knopf driving with her. That would have been a good play if she could have kept it. Played across the triggers to Vanelli. Vanelli's looking for Murray. Aberdeen's doing a good job of picking up people on the regroup. Lakers got to get a little lower, create a little more spacing. Now we got a little scrum in the corner there. Dumped in. Siefkin picked off by Siefkin to Sandvig. Sandvig's got a lot of room. She's just going to take the ice. Played well by Strickerts. And picked up after it's turned over and picked up by Schleissner. Schleissner's got her. Had her wide, then she's going to go right through by 87. Shoots low. Swallowed up by Vikander. I think Schleissner has the speed to beat those two D on Aberdeen, but elected to take the shot. I thought she had a lot more room there to work with to kind of to come in down on Vikander. All right, now we have the Allard line by Kruger and Webb. Played back to Matthews, over to Hendricks. Hendricks is going to play a shot. She hits Dixon with that shot. Scooped up by Keller, who's going to play that puck ahead. Back to Matthews. Matthews scoops it up off the boards. Picked up by, looks like Kranzler digs it in. Kind of taken down by Matthews, but it was more of an incidental contact. And not called. So number 5, Lamont, plays that far to the deep side. Picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks is going to drive that down. She's coming up deep. Let's get some net drive, Lakers. Got some net drive. He gets her own, scoops her own rebound, shovels it, puts it high and over the net. Schleissner tries to shovel it back. Picked off by, looks like Lamont. Scooped up, broken up by Gage. Gage brings that down. That's Callie Gage. Pressure applied, but good back check by Webb. And again, the high guy, Dixon. Lakers, again, need to get their head on a swivel, look around, and pick up sticks. We are getting, giving up a lot of high-quality chances to the Aberdeen Cougars because we're not picking up the high guy or the trailer. All right, we got the Murray line. Murray line's face-off won by Siefkin, taken back to number 1, Lamont. Sandvig comes up, pulls that out. Pulled up by Knopf. Scooped up by Siefkin. Over to Lamont. Off of Vanelli. And sent down the ice by Knopf. That'll be icing. The Siefkin line is going to stay out there. They log a lot of minutes for these Aberdeen Cougars. And they're going to be matched here with the Allard line with Webb and Schmeling. Looks like we have Hendricks and Stolp on D for the Lakers. Is that Stolp or Matthews? Might be Matthews. It is Matthews. Lamont gets a shot. Almost tipped in front. Good stick pickup there. Didn't let the Cougars get any secondary shots there. Shoveled over to Matthews. Matthews tries to move that ahead. Sandvig and this big scrum in there trying to battle for that puck. Allard comes up with it, then picked off by Siefkin. But there's a whistle, looks like for a hook. That will be on Siefkin. So a good opportunity for Lakers to get back in this 3-1 hockey game. All right, so Lakers are going to come out on the power play with Schleissner on center, Vanelli playing wing with Hendricks, and Knopf and Murray on the D side. Aberdeen's going to come out with Dixon, Swisher, looks like Keller, and Hendricks comes up. Nice shot. High on Vikander, hits her on the shoulder pads, and that puck is cleared by the Aberdeen Cougars. Reppy plays that puck to Knopf. Dumps it around. Really had a lot more time there. Good scoop up by Hendricks. He's going to play that to Vanelli. Bump it back to Schleissner. Come on, let's get some net drive here. There we go. Okay, set it up. Take some time. There you go. Set up to Hendricks. Hendricks got some space. Lets it rip. Hits her up high again. Moves it, plays it back to Knopf. Back to Hendricks. Doing a good job there. Schleissner takes the lane. This power play is looking good and getting some chances here. Needs to get some pressure on Keller. Kept in. Puck kept in by Knopf. Kept in deep. Needs some pressure on it. Number 53, Swisher, loses her stick, and Schleissner comes up with the puck. She's got room on the D side. Tries to put it around to Murray. Murray gets there and keeps it in with a little help from Vanelli. Still battling it. Good play by Vanelli to Hendricks. Nice backhand up high. Again hitting Vikander on the shoulders. We got to try to make her move to side and get some plays across the crease here. And that puck's dumped it down to relieve the pressure by the Cougars. Picked up by Kruger. Picked off by number 37, Sandvig. She's got Gage with her. Just dumps it around. Murray's going. Got pressure. Good reverse. Falls. Good shot by Sandvik. Better stop by Reppy. All right, so Sandvig and Gage are going to continue to stay out there and kill this penalty against the second power play unit for the Lakers. Kruger, Webb, and Stolp is out there as well, and Matthews, and looks like we got Schmeling as the final play on that power play. Stolp brings it up, tries to play it across, broken up by Sandvig. Webb is applying pressure to Keller. Keller's going to try to dump that down, kept in by Allard, played back to Matthews. Allard almost gets a stick on. Oh, looks like that was Schmeling, sorry. Almost got a stick on it. Plays it down. Siefkin is now back on the ice, battling for it with Allard. Comes up to Gage. Tries to play it up to Sandvik. Broken up by Matthews. Matthews going to come around, bring it up the ice. Try to go off the boards to herself. Sandvik gets a piece of the body, though, and doesn't let her by. Webb puts it in deep, applies pressure to Keller, who shovels up the boards. Picked off by Schmeling, who just shovels it back into the zone. Picked up by Knopf. Good shot low. Not enough net front pressure. The traffic has got to get home when Lakers have those shots. Picked up by Schleissner. Schleissner had a good opportunity. Could not get the shot off. Pressure play by Schmeling. Feet weren't moving. Siefkin goes around her. Puts it out to number 20, Heagley. Heagley tries to dump it deep. Covered by Knopf. Knopf puts it up to Schleissner. Vanelli picks it up. Shovels it up to Schleissner. Picked off by 17, Tipton. Vanelli shovels across the air. Schleissner comes in, tries to make a move. Rolls in a weak shot onto Vikander. Okay. And the Lakers are going to come back with Murray, Eide, and Vanelli. And that will be against the Dixon line with Kranzler and Keller with Herman on D and looks like number 2 Fischbach. Murray applying pressure to Dixon. Pins her a little bit on the boards, lets her escape. Puck goes back, put it out front, tries to put it out front, broken up. She had Vanelli there, puck just did not get there. Keller put him back, picked up by Knopf. Knopf's going to try to weave it through the middle. Picked up by Murray, lost by Murray. Knopf picks it up again, shovels it back in. Picked up again by Murray. Kind of shoveling puck back and forth here. Dixon plays it back out to Knopf. Plays it across to Stolp. Stolp goes in deep, tries to find that puck. Dick picked up by Dixon. Dixon's got Keller coming on the left-hand side. Tries to shovel it right-hand side to Kranzler. Gets picked off by, looks like Webb. Played across to Kranzler. She is all alone on a breakaway. Good back check. And somehow that still ends up in the net for the Lakers. They had picked her up, looks like, with the little traffic with Kira Reppy, and that goal goes in. So it's going to be a 4-1 hockey game for the Aberdeen Cougars. Kranzler with the goal. I believe it was no, it might have been Keller with the goal. I think it was passed by Kranzler. Yep, the goal was Addison Keller from Leah Kranzler. Siefkin line again on the ice for the Aberdeen Cougars. Lakers, Hendricks picks up the puck. Helped out by Kruger. Takes a skate around, tries to put it up for Adrina. And shoveled out by Matthews. It's now to Hendricks. Hendricks has got that puck. She's got Keller driving her wide. Like to see her take it all the way across. Oh, good try. She had room to drag her far side and take it in there. Or you'd like to see the Forsberg and have her leave it as she gets her moving side to side. Good save by Vikander there, though. Gage comes on in, coming in on Matthews, takes the shot. Punched kind of by Reppy and shoveled back into the corner. Keller tries to put it in deep to Siefkin. We got a stick in the way here, making it difficult for her to get the puck out front. Again, she finds number 10 Kranzler out top. Lakers have got to do a better job of picking up that high trailer. Gage tries a shot, almost deflected by Keller to the side, picked up by Dixon. Dixon is going to pass it down. Picked up by Keller, put back on net. Dixon picks it up back in the corner. Right now, Lakers are doing a lot of puck watching. Okay, they've got to look to pick up the Aberdeen's players. Scrum in the corner, picked up by Dixon. Picked up by Keller, tries to shoot it down deep. Kruger wins the race with number 1 Keller and puts that puck out of the zone, relieves the pressure. Lakers go for a line change, and we got a 2-on-2 going the other way. Dixon takes a shot. Looks like that one was off the bar. So luckily, this was not a 5-1 game. Picked up by Schleissner. Hopefully she can make something happen, but she is 1-on-2 here. She's got some drive. Driving the net. Oh, and she scores. Puts it 5-hole. Goes to the back end. Gets Vikander to open up and slides it through. Nice goal by Schleissner. A good effort. She had good trailers coming in from both Murray and Vanelli, and but didn't need them, but they were there to mop up those rebounds if they happened. So again, the Lakers make this a 2-score game. Emma Schleissner unassisted. Hopefully they can build on that. So with the last minute 48 in this penalty, make this a 1-goal game. Schleissner's going to take that draw. Murray puts it back to Knopf. Looks like we got Schleissner playing center now. And Murray playing wing. Don't know if that was just off the draw or... Cougars come right back with the Siefkin line. And it looks like Murray is again going to take that draw. They tie up. Puck then shoveled back. Knopf tries to move it up. Siefkin's got pressure on her, and Sandvig is battling in there. Murray's also in there. Vanelli picks it up, gets it to Schleissner. Schleissner's off. Vanelli's driving that net. They got Murray high. Had Murray high all alone, but didn't see her, unfortunately. So pressure. Knopf keeps it in, puts it in deep.
But the puck comes out front, and Vanelli scores. Weird bounce off the boards, and your Lakers are back in this hockey game at 4-3. There we go.
Aberdeen Cougars look where they were going to run away with this hockey game when they made it 4-1, and your Lakers have battled back to 4-3. Fortunate bounce for your Lakers, and the good things happen when you go to the net, and Vanelli puts another one in. She's got a lot of goals this year just by going hard to that net and cleaning up the goals that are there. Now Webb's coming down in. They got 58 seconds. You can see the Lakers have a little more jump now after getting back in. Allard's on that game. Tries to shovel it up. Kruger tries to play it dangerously across. Picked off by number 16, Hadrick, but she was not able to maintain control. And that puck goes to the corner where Matthews scoops it up. Tries to get it ahead to Allard. Lost. Goes to Lamont. Lamont moves it ahead to Keller. Picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks is driving. He's going to take her wide. She's got Webb coming. Webb tried to make a play on it, but couldn't get reach to it. Puck's deep. Harper staying down. Hendricks is starting down low. Battling it with number 9, Dixon. She's got help from Slicner. We got Murray coming in deep as well. And that will be the end of the second period. Your Lakers getting down by 3, 4-1, coming back with 2 late goals at a minute 48 and a minute 3 left in that second period, turning this back into a hockey game. So as we go to the third period, your Lakers are going to have a chance to get back into this and have a lot of momentum on their side. So hopefully they can continue that little jump after they got those 2 goals. Well, welcome back to Prairie Lakes Ice Arena for that third period. We had an absolutely action-packed second period with 5 goals in that second period and a couple penalties. Second period started out with Shaylin Strickards making it 2-1, followed up by a goal by Leah Kranzler to restore a 3-1 lead. And after a couple, the Lakers and Cougars traded penalties. We had a couple more goals. First scored by number 3, Addison Keller, assisted by Leah Kranzler to make restore a 3-goal lead and make it 4-1. But with 2 minutes left remaining in the game, minute 48, Emma Schleisner cuts that lead to 2, and then Nyla Vanelli with a minute 3, a total of 45 seconds later, gets another goal off a weird carom off the bell, and good things happen when you go in net and makes it 4-3. Okay, the Murray Schleisner line is going to, with Vanelli's coming back out, starting against the Siefken line, so it's line 1 on line 1. Vanelli brings it in, tries to go cross with nobody to home. Played up, picked up by Hendricks, shot on net, steered to the corner by Vikander. Vanelli playing good pressure. Gage picks up the puck, scooped up by Hendricks, plays it off the boards, back to Vanelli. Vanelli makes a tries to move it around the boards and keeps muscling it down the side. Picked up by Siefken, shovel it back in. Murray's now applying pressure to Keller. Picked up by Gage. Moved across, picked off by Matthews. Matthews puts it up the boards. Siefken scoops it up and puts it over to number 12, Herman. Schmeling got that, but play was offside. We're going to have a change come back with the Allard, Schmeling, and Webb. Line 2 against the Dixon, Keller, Kranzler line. One by Dixon, moved across to, it's now back up to Keller. Keller tries to make a nice move on Stolp. Stolp stays with her. Good back check. Allard is on. Dixon's now moving across, and Webb lets her go. Good stop on a far outside shot by Reppy. Both lines will stay on out there. One by Dixon. Shot through to Keller. Good tie up by Stolp to not let Addison Keller get through. Dixon plays it across again. That high man. Lakers have got to pick up that high man. A lot of high quality chances right from that spot. Webb pushes it through. Picked up by Keller. Keller moves it across to Kranzler. Kranzler, far shot, steered to the side by Reppy. Chipped through to up by Stolp, and then puck cleared by Allard, and they get off for a change, and that's going to be icing. Puck's going to come down to the right-hand blocker side of Kira Reppy. They're going to come back with the Siefken line. The Lakers are going to come back with the Murray line here. With Schleisner and Vanelli here. Couple goals in that second period. Hopefully they can continue to build on that. Matthews is looking in pressure. Got pressure by Sandvik. Reverses, switches sides, and tries to move it on up to Schleisner. Schleisner's going to dig it out, come back down low, put it back to Hendricks, put it back up to Vanelli, who makes a nice play. It's got Murray with her. Murray's going to drive that net, drops it for Schleisner, doesn't get anything on it. Had traffic going to the net, but the puck did not get there. Gage is going to come there. Picked up by Schleisner. Schleisner's going to tries to chip it, but Cougars put it back in. Picked up by Vanelli, who's going to switch places with Hendricks right now. Picked up by Schleisner. Pressure applied by Sandvik. No, Keller, make that Siefken. Hendricks tries to chip it out, broken up by Fischbach. Picked up by Murray. Murray's got to get her feet moving there. Just tries to play it, but she's got Harper streaking, so that worked well. Kruger tries to pick that off the boards. Picked up by Keller. Kruger comes back, puts it to Knopf. She's got Hendricks on the up high. Hendricks is really doing a good job jumping into the play, trying to generate a little more offense in this third period. Hendricks puts it across, soft off the boards to Kruger. Kruger chips it in past Herman. He's got it down. And it looks like Keller has come up with the puck. That's Addison Keller. Makes a nice move. Moves it across to... looks like that was Keller from Dixon, sorry. Number 1, Keller, Riley Keller, puts a lot of sisters on this Aberdeen team. Knopf tries to put that puck up. Allard scoops it up. Dixon has it. Tries to make a shot. Now, Kranzler is sitting right in the slot. Nobody has picked her up. But luckily, looks like Sloan Allard picked up the puck and scooped it up. But again, dangerous play of just letting Kranzler sit all alone in the slot with no coverage. Good pressure by Vanelli. Pressured it to Stricker to shovel it out the boards. Vanelli's putting it up. It's got Murray. Murray's just a little bit out of her reach. And Matthews scoops up the puck and gets going. And tries to play it in. Now Lamont makes that play. Scooped off by Murray. Murray's coming in 1-on-3. Looking for help. Tries to shovel it in deep. Vanelli gets to it first. Murray goes to the net. Vanelli falls down. Tries to shovel it. Gets it to Hendricks. Hendricks puts a shot. That was good pressure there. Looks like Murray's going off hurt. Hopefully she's all right. And the Allard line with Webb and Kruger is going to come back. And that's going to be against the Siefken line. Webb tries to play it back. It went in between Hendricks but Matthews made a nice play to put it back in. Offside, Gage tries to play that. Picked up by Allard. Allard puts it in deep. Taken by Herman. Herman puts it up to Gage. Picked off, got by Hendricks there. Knopf plays it up the boards. Loose puck. Webb tries to dive to play it in the zone. Gets a piece of it. Knopf's got it. She's going to scoop it up. She's got Hendricks going. Hendricks is gone. Got the puck. Gets broken up by Herman. Back to, looks like Vanelli. Vanelli shovels it back up the board. Picked up by Siefken. Put down to Fischbach. Fischbach plays that ahead. Picked up by Hendricks. Battling it with Gage and Siefken. Siefken puts it through. We got 2-on-0 behind the defense. Lakers got to pick up sticks and stay between the puck and the net there. But even better save by Reppy to keep it out. And we'll keep going on. And the Lakers keep this a 1-goal game. Schleicher is now going to center Eide and Vanelli. Looks like Murray is recovered on the bench, so that's a good thing. Shot played deep, and Eide has got it. She's going to play it up to Schleicher. Schleicher's 1-on-2. He takes Lamont wide. Makes a nice play. Tries to hit glove side. Misses it. Plays it back deep. Looks like Keller. Riley Keller. Tries to make a play. Comes out. The Lakers get a shot. Murray's going to replace Eide and come back in on that line. Again against that Siefken line. Looks like Murray's going to take the draw. Loses that draw to Siefken. A little bit of confusion on lining up for that draw. It looks like they're trying to run a play, but didn't get anything off on it. Dixon moves it back. So this is the Dixon line. Dixon moves it across to Kranzler. And sent down where Reppy's going to make the play. Reppy plays it up to Knopf. Knopf's going to play that off the boards on a carom, trying to hit Schleicher. Heads back past her to the Cougars. Cougars play it cross ice, trying to hit Siefken. Siefken's driving it deep on Stolp. There's no help, but again, we have trailers, and the Lakers are puck watching, not picking up those trailers. Getting very dangerous plays right there. Scramble in front of the net. Gage and Knopf battling in front. And looks like we have the net off its pegs. Not sure what that whistle was for. But either way, it's going to come outside. And the Allard line is going to go up head-to-head with the Siefken line here. Sandvik goes and makes a shot from long range that is scooped up and swallowed up by Kirarepi. Kind of trapped it against her blocker there. Allard's again on Siefken. Loses that draw to goes back to Fischbach. Play is steered to the corner by Reppy. He's got pressure by Matthews. Matthews gets the good pressure on the puck. Tries to wheel it back up the wall into pressure. Allard moves it around to Hendricks. Hendricks is going to scoop it up to Webb. Webb loses her feet. Plays it ahead back. Tries to play it back to Hendricks. Hendricks is really doing a big job jumping the play. Bumped down by Siefken. And Webb gets that puck back. Battling for the boards. Puts it deep. Schmeling is applying pressure on the 12th. Riley Keller. Bad angle taken there. Keller's able to escape up far side. Gage plays that puck ahead. Misses Matthews, who regroups. Puts it back to Hendricks. Hendricks jumps it across to Webb. Webb drops it to Hendricks. That's a nice play there. And Webb goes to the net. Good net drive. Good puck drop. Good zone entry. I like that there. Matthews plays in play. Hendricks is coming in, and Murray scoops it up. She's covering on D. Did a good job covering as Hendricks jumps into that play there. Hendricks scoops it up on going off on the bench. And gets scooped back up. Knopf comes back up. Plays it to Webb. Webb scoops it along. And puts it up there. Nelly tries to scoop it up. Dixon's applying pressure. Strickerts goes and hits Schleister. Schleister is maintaining pressure. Tries to put it across to Murray. A little too hard for her. Murray battles for that puck. Wins that battle. And bits the corner. Tries to center it. Gets back to Vanelli. Off the Lakers. Good shot by Vanelli. Steered to the corner. And the Aberdeen Cougars try to kill. Knopf keeps it in. Schleister fouls on the shot, trying to put it on deep, and then the Cougars clear, and that will be icing. Good pressure by your Lakers there on that shift by the Murray line with Vanelli and Schleisner. Good couple good keep-ins by Knopf, too, and Strickert, so applying good pressure to that line. Looks like the Murray line is going to stay out there, and they're going to come up against the Cougars' third line, who's really played sparingly, the Tipton line here. Hopefully they can take advantage there. Puck goes back deep, picked up by number 12, Keller, put it ahead to number 16, Hadrick. Hadrick is going to play it to Tipton. Scooped up by Knopf. Knopf is going to put it ahead to Vanelli, picked up by Schleisner. Schleisner puts it in. Oh! Kind of bobbled by Vikander there, but luckily doesn't squeak for her, doesn't squeak through the pads, but almost did on that. And the Allard line is now going to come in for the Lakers with Webb and Kruger. You got Hendricks and Lissa Matthews on D. Hendricks tries to play it through, picked up by number 20, Heagley. Heagley's going to chip it down. She's going to be pinned by Matthews, and he gets scooped up by Allard and played up the boards for Webb. Webb not there. Hendricks plays it up. Kruger's got a beat on him, but Fischbach's going to get there first. Fischbach just kind of muscles it back up the boards. Allard scoops it up. She's got two. She goes to Webb. Webb gets knocked down. That is going to be a penalty. Siefken is going to go to the box for 2 minutes, and your Lakers are going to get a chance to tie this game up with 6:51 left in the third period.
haven't had a lot of power play time this game, but this is another good opportunity. That's now the second penalty for Siefkin. She gets one more, and she'll be out of this game. We got Schleissner taking the draw. We got Murray and Knopf on D. Looks like Hendricks and Vanelli on the wings. Battling for it now. Lakers need to get one more man on the puck. They're on the power play. They should be outmanning the situation here and winning these pucks. And it's finally scooped up. Knopf does a good job of maintaining control in traffic, tries to play it through, and that is nobody home on that pass, and nobody there. So that's played deep by Knopf. Is going to scoop it up. Applying pressure at Dixon. Murray's going to scoop it up. Fans on the pass. Vanelli does a good job lifting sticks, but that's going to be sent back down there. Knopf is going to pick it up, move it up. She's going to play that to Hendricks. Hendricks makes a good job scooping off the boards and taking the space. Tries to make a shot far side. They want to settle it down and get some play set up here. Good job of net front presence. Murray scoops it up. She's going to settle it down off to Knopf. Knopf's going to play it through. Some good traffic presence by Vanelli. Vanelli's going to keep it up, drop it off for Knopf. Knopf's going to go down to Schleissner, try to move it out front. Knopf misses, and it goes down, and Murray's going to come back to scoop it up. Reppy's going to play it up right away to Knopf. Knopf goes up to Hendricks, back to Schleissner. Schleissner's going to try to dump it in deep. That is broken up, but again broken up by Hendricks. Hendricks goes down, but picked up by Vanelli. Vanelli's going to go around the net, try to shovel it out front to Schleissner. Oh, by there, picked up by Hendricks. Okay, and that's picked up by, looks like Fischbach. Fischbach's got a lot of space and tries to play that through for Gage. And Murray's got pressure on Gage. He's going to squeeze the stick against the boards. It went to Stolp. Stolp tried to shovel it back up the same way, and it was picked up. And Siefkin all alone. Big stop by Reppy to keep this a one-goal game. That is not the person you on the Cougars you want to let go and go one-on-one with your goalie, but luckily Kira Reppy up to the task. Siefkin's had a very active game. Few points, few penalties, and a strong game. Sandvik's coming in, gets dropped off for the D, picked off. Gage tries to move that across. Schmeling is going to try to pick that, but Siefkin's going to beat her there and keep it in the zone. Get it deep for Gage. Again, they got trailers. They were looking for Zandvig. Didn't get there. Strickerts pulls it up. Chips it back. Picked up by Gage to Siefkin. Their line's going to come back out with Schleissner taking the draw versus Dixon line. Win by Schleissner and played out by Hendricks. Keller's going to scoop that puck up. Try to play it through. Murray's going to break that up and shovel it towards the boards. Keller's going to try to shovel that out. Murray keeps it in. Keeps battling. Broken up by Vanelli. Vanelli did a good job of getting in there. Gets taken down. Schleissner is going to put pressure on. Good pickup by Hendricks. Hendricks, a good tip by Vanelli. Vanelli's doing a really good job going to the net in this game and creating traffic. Murray shovels that down onto Vikander. Easy stop for Vikander there. There's far and outside, and Lakers are going to come back with the Allard line. Dixon line's going to stay on out there with Kranzler and Keller. Keller tries to move it out. Matthews keeps it in, puts it in. Dixon tries to shovel it up. Kranzler's moving up with that puck. Kruger had a good angle on her, but again, broken up again. And put deep. Keller's got number 9, Dixon, high and all alone and not picked up. Again, the Lakers got to pick up that high guy. They're leaving that slot wide open in this game. Smelling puts it up. Okay, Hendricks keeps it in. Back to Matthews. Matthews plays it back to the corner. Hendricks applying good pressure here. Really jumping into that play. Chips it to the net. Net scoop kind of shovels up dangerously on Vikander, but she's able to swallow that up. So the Lakers have 2:21 left in this hockey game. Shots are pretty close at 27-26, but the Lakers need to get traffic and all hands on deck to this net because Cougars still have a 4-3 lead. There have been 0 goals in this period here. Murray picks it up, tries to shovel it through the net. Good pressure by Vanelli to get some to not let Vikander swallow it up. Back to Stolp. Stolp puts it to the point, and she puts it in deep. Picked up by Vanelli. Put back to Schleissner. Played back up to Gage. Sandvig is trying to streak through the middle. Stolp cuts that off and was able to pick it up at the corner. Nice reverse. Scoops it back up for Schleissner. Past her. Picked up by Siefkin. Siefkin makes a nice move around Schleissner. Is trying to go around Stolp. Stolp makes a good job cutting her off. Murray gets in there as well. Staying in the Lakers outman the puck 3-on-2. Oh, picked off Schleissner. Picked off to Siefkin. Good stop by Reppy. Schleissner was able to get back and apply some pressure, so Siefkin could not get on a clean shot. Again, we don't want to give Siefkin that opportunity, but good player who's making some nice plays this game here. So looks like the Lakers took a timeout with a couple minutes left in this game. Again, they need that goal to come back and tie up this game. So look for the Lakers to come back, and both the Lakers and Cougars to come back out with their top 5 players and look to draw some look up. Looks like Coach Vanelli's cooking a play up there for his Lakers and trying to find that game-tying goal to send this one to overtime. The girls' U14 game today between the Cougars and Lakers went to overtime after a 1-1 tie. They were unable to resolve it and ended in a tie. And your girls' Varsity Lakers need that tying goal to send this one to overtime. So hopefully, like Team USA, they can go get a goal here late, tie this game up. So the Lakers are going to come back with looks like we got Schleissner, Murray, Hendricks, Webb, and Knopf against the Siefkin line with Sandvig and Gage. And they play it, try a long bomb, picked off by Schleissner. Siefkin's to the puck. The net is out. The goalie is out of the net. Hendricks gets it to Webb. Webb shoots. Good save, I think. It gets put out front. Picked up by Hendricks. Put back to Schleissner. Backhand towards the net. Settle that puck down. There you go. Knopf's got it. Nice shot. Picked up by Murray. Tries to center it. Webb's on it. Put through. Oh, almost gets through. Gets home. Webb tries to center it. There are a number of shots there. Blown dead. Blown dead prematurely, and that puck was going, but the Cougars had scooped it up. So that was actually probably a break in the Lakers because the Cougars looked like they were about to clear it, and well, the Lakers are going to get another face-off in the offensive zone. Now, Siefkin's going to stay out on the ice, and Kranzler's going to come out with, looks like number 3, Keller. Webb plays it through, scooped up by Hendricks. This is good pressure by the Laker. Hendricks is going to put it through the crease. Webb's got to pick that, win that race. Loses that race to Keller. Keller does a good job back-checking to save that play. It is moved up and scooped up by Hendricks. Hendricks shoots into the body. Siefkin makes a nice play. Knopf tries to get there. Gets pushed out by Siefkin. Knopf brings it. We got 12 seconds left. The Lakers desperately need a shot, and that puck is going to go down for icing. So they're going to have about 5 seconds here to score a goal. So they're going to need to drop a play, get a lot of people net front presence, and get a quick shot here. Looks like they're going to have Murray take the draw. Right-handed shot. That's a good plan. And they need pressure going to that net. Need a shot. Shoot, shoot. And that gets blocked, and that is going to be game. Your final score is the Aberdeen Cougars 4, your Watertown Lakers 3. We had goals in this game by Callie Gage for Aberdeen. Siefkin had, I believe, 2. No, it looks like she had 1. Addison Keller and Leah Kranzler for the Cougars. And the goals for the Lakers are by Shaylin Strickerts, Nyla Vanelli, Emma Schleisner, and I believe that last one was by Vanelli, but good hard game. Lakers battled hard to get back, but fell a little short today, and they'll look to rebound tomorrow against the Rushmore Thunder.